This one. This was what I was supposed to do first. All right. The last problem we have is to create a frequency table. So we've got kind of a blank one here, and that's how I'm going to have your, I hope to have your quizzes set up. So we have 5 in here. This was supposed to be example 1. So from 1 to 8, there are 5 tickets. In a histogram, the boxes are connected. So we go from 9 to 16. We're going to go right into that. And they should be, I just write the number on top because I think it makes it easier to see. Then we go up to 16. And try and keep them as evenly fat as possible. Then for 25 to 32, there are 25. So that's going way up. Notice that they are just bumping right up next to each other, not social distancing. And then for the next category, I'm around 33 to 40. We're up to 20, so it should be higher than the 16, but lower than the 25. Then to 8, and then just a little bit lower to 7. So there's your basic histogram. The difference between a histogram and a bar graph, they are not connected and they are categories. So for blue eyes, how many people had blue eyes? 20. Then for green eyes, we had 18, let's say. And yellow eyes, creepy, like a cat, I guess. There's 10. This is a bar graph. A bar graph has categories with heights, and again, because green and yellow don't overlap, the bars are separate. For what we are going to be talking about in math class, mostly we talk about, at this level, a histogram. Notice, histogram, the bars are connected, and the bottom is intervals, numeric intervals, number intervals. All right, so that's everything you need to know about a histogram and a frequency table. So, have a great day. I will be coming back with part 2 of 11.3 on the next video. Hope you enjoyed today and have a great day. Go outside and get some fresh air. Have a good one. Hello, Dragon Academy and to Intermediate Algebra. We are working on 11.3, Shapes of Distribution, and today I'm just going to work through the first 3 examples in the lesson. So if you're in Big Ideas, on the top left of your screen, you see this symbol. Click on that. You'll open up the dynamic class, the dynamic student edition. Get to chapter 11, section 3, and if you could do the 1, 2, and 3 examples, this is exactly what I'm walking you through. All right, so here we go. Did I skip something? Example 1. A police officer measures speed in miles per hour of 30 motorists. The results are shown in the table. Display the data in a histogram. Okay, so before we can do a histogram, we got to talk about, let's use yellow. We need 6 subintervals. Whoops, I went on to highlighter. Sorry about that. We need 6 subintervals, and it says to begin with 31 through 35. So we got to look to see there's 1 in that category. Then we look for the next is going to be 36 through 40. So 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. There's 5 numbers inside of this one. Then we start at 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. There is 5 inside of each category. So we just need to count 5 into each category. All right, so if we're looking for 36 through 40, we've got 1. Oh, and it's just kind of putsy. You just go through 2. And according to the table, there should be 1 more. Oh, 40 is it. So there are 3 in there, and then you can count through. So I use a highlighter as I'm doing this. That way I can kind of get organized. So I'm going to do 41 through 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's all 5 of those ones. So then you go through the next category. There's 46 through 50, because again, there has to be 5 in that next category. So as we do that, we've got starting at 46. None in there. None in there. We've got 1. 2, 3. Oh, we got to count the 50s. 4, 5, 6 of them. There we go. So the next category is 51 through 54. Let's see if I can get another one. Gray, I guess. Okay. So we've got 11 of these. 1. We're going to stop at 55. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So there's my 11, and then the last category, there's 4 left. So there is my histogram. So then I need to, there's my frequency table. It is literally just saying, here's a set, how many are in each, how many values are within those numbers. So that is a frequency table. So then we take our frequency table and we create a histogram. Okay? So to create a histogram, it is pretty much just a chart. And let's make it black so you guys can see it. Okay, so I'm making my chart. And a histogram is when you have intervals. So my first interval is going to be 31 to 35. My second interval, I shouldn't have done that. There we go. Okay. My second interval is from 36 to 40. So I'm just labeling my intervals. 41 through 45, 46 through 50, and you make a height as high as each goes. So we have to go our height up to 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So my first interval has a height of 1. Now for me, I like to put the height on because sometimes everyone has bad handwriting. 36 through 43, we go up to 3. 41 through 45, we go up to 5. 4, 5. And then 46 through 50, we go up to 6. So it's just a little bit taller. So notice they are connected because the intervals are connected. 45 is the last and 46 is the next. So then my next one goes way up to 11. I'm going to go right over top. And I should have that labeled much nicer. 51 through 55. And finally down to 456 through 60. So that's my sketch of it. To make this look so much nicer, the book, ooh, that was kind of crazy. The book gives you an example here. So let's just pull all that down. A really nicely drawn out one. So there is your really nice and pretty frequency table. Okay, so question B then, which measure of center is the best? Well, if I look at this, it is skewed which way? It is skewed on this side. There's more on this side of the table than there is on the left. It is not symmetric. So this is not good for, anytime it's skewed, it is not good for the mean. So in this case, the median is the best measure of center. All right, so part C then, the speed limit is 45 miles an hour. How can you interpret the results? Well, guess what? Here is the speed limits. So for part C, I would say something to the effect of, most motorists are speeding. That's a 2 E's. Naughty, naughty motorists. Slow down and drive cautiously and have more social distancing. All right, so we've interpreted, we've created our frequency table, and the hardest part is literally counting to find the frequencies. That is the hardest part about this section. All right. Example 2. Emojicons are graphic symbols that represent facial expressions. There's a double histogram. That just means 2 histograms together. Compare the distributions, an appropriate measure of center. Well, for the female, we have a very symmetric, normal looking curve. So for the ladies, I would say because it is symmetric, the mean, which is x with a bar on top of it, is the shortcut symbol, is the best measure of center. Then for the gentleman, it is definitely smushed all to the left. Guess what? Boys are not using emojicons. Does that surprise you? Not at all. So from here, I would definitely say that this is skewed. And so because it is skewed to the left, we are looking at the median, or the mode in this case, to be the best measure of center. Alrighty, that was a pretty easy one.